Hey guys, it's me, Jessie. I meant to do this sooner, so sorry for the delay, but here it is, a little step-by-step guide on getting into a shoulder stand. So we did the shoulder stand a few weeks ago, a couple of times in our cool down after boot camp class, and I wanted to kind of break it down for you guys. Some of you I saw can do it, some of you looked a little uncomfortable getting into it, but then when you were in it, it was okay. So that's kind of why I want to put this together. And then a few of you who are still aren't sure of it, this will hopefully move you along. So I would recommend doing this after you're a little bit warmer. It's not quite a stretch, so I would be doing this towards the end of an exercise or at the end, towards the end of a yoga class, so your body's more warm to prevent any injuries. So I would recommend as well practicing daily. It's not something that you can just hop into and expect to get it right away. But if you do it daily, spend a few minutes practicing, it'll be really refined. And every pose in yoga, every type of stretch, you can always get better. You can always go deeper. You can always make it more straight. So really good to give it a try every day if you can. And in terms of this particular pose, being upside down, it's actually very beneficial to the body if you execute it properly and kind of move into it the right way. Being upside down can increase your circulation, your blood circulation. It really flushes out the legs, increases the blood flow, makes you stronger, enhances your core strength and your balance. So it really promotes body awareness. It helps you kind of visualize where each joint is, because it really promotes the stacking of the joints, which you'll see. It's also said to reduce the signs of wrinkles on the face and also reduce Velcro strains in the legs because of the flushing and reversing the blood flow back to the heart and back to the face. So it's very helpful as well after a long day of standing or sitting or driving. So something good habit to get into. Give it a try. Two things that I would recommend for you if you have, especially for those who find it a little bit uncomfortable to get into for now, is the yoga block. I always preach the yoga block. If you don't have one, get maybe a telephone book if those still exist, or a textbook or something. If you still don't have one, that's okay. It's not a big deal. But if you have it, grab it. And I also recommend a blanket. Again, this is for those who might have a few issues with their neck or just are a little bit awkward getting into this and it feels weird to them. So these are things that will assist you in getting into a shoulder stand. And you can even grab more than one blanket. Just make sure you fold it up. You want it to be nice and high as well. So I only have one. If you want to grab 2 or 3, that might be even better for you. It's nice and comfortable too. And as well, with this pose, it's not just about getting stronger and holding it for a long time. It can actually be a very therapeutic pose and really helps you wind down at the end of the day as well. Could improve your sleeping. So quick reminder of what the shoulder stand is. You're going to lay down like this. You're going to shoot up. Assisted shoulder stand, hands behind the back. You want to stack your toes, your ankles, your knees, your hips, and your shoulders all in one line. You want to lift your chin up just a little bit so that you're not pressing into the chest. It'll relieve some tension in the lower back. You want to tighten everything up. And just hold still here. And just feel the legs flesh out a little bit. So that's your shoulder stand. Now some options to start is, if you have this block, is to put it right underneath you, right underneath the sacrum, the lower back. You can either have it this way or a little higher. And all you're going to do is lift, just like that. This is just to kind of get you used to being upside down with your feet over your hips and over your head. So this is another option for a more therapeutic option instead of utilizing too much strength. This is actually really, really relaxing. So that's an option. If you don't have one, just keeping your body flat is fine. It really depends on the person too. If you have lower back issues, if you're not comfortable, if you can't straighten your legs, you can always bend them. So it really depends on what you're comfortable with. The best part is the blanket. This is where you can get really comfortable to start. So fold it up. And again, if you have a few blankets, you can stack them. The higher it is, the more comfortable, I guess you can say. you might be. This is for if you have a lot of pressure in the lower back when you do the shoulder stand. So you're going to lay down on the blanket. The top of the fold of the blanket should be a few inches above the top of the shoulders so that your neck or your head is actually hanging off, basically falling over it. And from here you can get into your shoulder stand. That is a lot less pressure on the neck because it gives it a bit of slack. So that's an option. And you can always combine both. Very comfortable here. And you can always get a little fancy as well. When you're comfortable with the shoulder stand, you can work on your flexibility. Cross the legs over, do a little lotus, open up the shoulders, clasp the hands down, release, or clasp. Lots of options to play with. We can worry about those later. For now, you can just focus on the shoulder stand and tighten it all up. So there's a lot more we can go through, but just wanted to start you off with this. So give it a try. Let me know how you do.